Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, a very warm welcome. Welcome to the community, and thank you for lending your beautiful energy to this tribe. Very happy to have you here. So, today's reading is going to be us looking into the energies for the month of June 2023. But always know most readings on my channel are timeless, and you'll come across the message when you're meant to. That said, let's get started. Let's pick our three groups for today. Spirit, let's draw the top three cards for our three groups. We have group one, and we will open them in a second. For group two, okay, and for group three, let's see what we have. All right. Number one, we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Okay, pile one, this is your card if you're drawn to this one. Let's look at pile two. We have fall into my arms. Sorry, I should hold it here. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Look at that. Okay, that's for pile number two. Ooh, I'm getting so many energies from all these cards. And pile three, we have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. All right, and that is your card. Okay, my beautiful souls. Go ahead and pick the one that calls you the most, but of course you can watch them all. One, two, three, whatever calls you today. So I will see you at your selection. Hi, Pile One. Welcome to your reading. You chose this oracle card that says Deep Cellular Healing, Arcturus Energy, Physical and Emotional Healing. So, well, first off the bat, of course, this is a time of healing for you, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, all of that. But what I'm called to tell you is like, you want to maybe read up on Arcturus. So, Arcturus was again another starseed family, and they are the ones who, from my limited knowledge, are very advanced in their science and technology and healing. So they have very advanced healing modalities. And you know, if you are personally going through a physical ailment, you can just meditate on them and call upon them, and to ask for their healing blue light. You may want to read on it. It's like really, of course, cutting edge healthcare or healing that they have. Very, all about energetic healing. So interesting. Beyond that, if that's not of interest, you can skip that part. But basically, we're looking at the energies in the month of June. So June is going to bring a lot of peace and harmony to you from within and outside. Okay, we know as within, so without. But the way this figure, the wings are opening, okay, I feel like she is waking up. So something inside you is finally healing. And if you have the urge to release something that has been weighing on your heart, this is a very good time to manifest with that, to like let it go, just release it to the universe, and just send back the energy that doesn't belong to you and claim your own energy back. Something like that. But there's a lot of you're gonna feel really good this month because I feel like you're going to feel lighter. Again, something to do with the wings. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to be able to take off in whichever direction. Again, it doesn't have to be chasing a particular goal, but generally there is a sense of feeling light, but also a lot of healing. I would highly recommend, if you want to read up on Arcturus civilization, that'll give you some pointers as well. But blue, of course, these cards are pink and blue mostly, but blue light healing is something that is coming through for you. So let's draw your oracles for this month. For tap me in further into pile one's energy. What do they need to know? Ooh, this one just like wanted to come out. What do they need to do for June? So your first oracle, we have purity. And it's the white wolf with the two colored eyes. I love this card. I've always loved this card when this comes out. Well, I love them all. I'm biased to them all. Let's get you another oracle. Pile one spirit, pile one. This is so like pure lightness. I know. We have grouse. Express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. Ooh, look at that. Interesting. I'm telling you, you're going to feel very light and ready to be out and about, is the energy that I'm getting through. Let's see what the Sun Oracle has to say for pile one. What's the energy for the month of June? Ooh, you get Mars. Mars in Scorpio, eighth house, revenge. Okay, we'll talk about this because, again, as you feel lighter, you're leaving some things behind. Mars in Scorpio is its natural placement. It's the ruler of Scorpio, which means and again, it talks about rules the sign, feels very empowered in the sign. So you're going to feel very empowered this month. Okay. Confidence is looking good. What because of the word revenge, or what we want to watch out for is like being overconfident. But, let's take it one step at a time. Let's get your last oracle. Let's see. Okay. What do we have? We have the lady. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So, right off the bat, again, as we already kind of established here, there's a lot of healing coming here. There's also a lot of feminine power. And look at this, you have the Venus and the Mars. Ooh, interesting. Venus and Mars are going to be, Venus is just close behind Mars, astrologically speaking. They're going to be together starting the first week of June. And by together, I mean in the same sign, not exactly together, but in the same sign, starting the first week of June. So it's going to be a very interesting play of energies because the feminine, the lady coming out here is all about receiving, opening to receiving opportunities from the universe. And Mars is all about chasing and creating our own opportunities and, taking action on our manifestations. So it's going to be this month, you're going to be able to harness both these energies, or you're being called to um, evaluate when you want to sit back and invite something in and when you want to go after something. Okay, that's the main energy that's coming out. But regardless, even with the grouse over here that talks about express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing, that is literally like, a nice feminine and masculine expression that's coming through. So, um, one thing that's coming out is like, because the word opportunity keeps coming up for you, and out and about, right? Feeling lighter, out and about, a lot of purity, a lot of calmness, but a lot of also like, there's a lot of poise that I'm picking up. But with the opportunity, what I want to say, if you get opportunities to attend events, cultural events, I don't know, whatever, go for them. If your natural instinct, or not instinct is the wrong word, if your usual pattern is to say no to these events, this month you want to say yes, because there's the universe is trying to bring you some opportunity. And again, you don't have to evaluate every single event. You don't have to get into analysis paralysis. But what this is showing me is like, because we also have the eighth house, okay? It's a deep house. It's a house of like our deep desires. It's a house of sex, death, intimacy, deep thought, occult, right? So tarot, astrology, a lot of that sits here, and of course, like investments and things like that. But it's a deep house. It's a Pluto house. It's well, Pluto secondary Mars house. So you may be somebody who likes to really evaluate, hey, what's the point in me going for this event? What's the point of the social? What's the point? Like, it's a waste of my time. And there's nothing wrong with that. What's coming through is like this month, just say yes. Okay. Just try to get out there if you get any invitations, and just go with it, just without an agenda, without any sort of evaluation criteria, is what I'm hearing. It's like, just do it. Okay. Just do it. Just have fun. Just have fun is what's coming through, because you don't know what leads to what, because the universe always has a very big plan, and there's like tons of tiny little movements that the universe creates for us to land where we need to land. Okay, so even if it does nothing, it's actually going to bring you a lot of happiness and healing. and help you feel lighter just for trying something new. Because guess what? When we keep putting the same efforts, we keep getting the same results. So the universe tries to like give us hints and, drop us these cues and opportunities, as I said, to just say like, hey, just move from where you are. You just need to shift a little, okay? So that's coming through, but again, it'd be a lot of fun with the feminine and the masculine. Maybe you're also like meeting somebody new, that's possible, who has a very fun spirit. That's very, very likely as well. Or maybe you're coming into new friends. So just be open to that, okay? All right, it looks like a month of expansion and light energy. Also interesting. But yeah, the term revenge, just keep in mind, like, if there are people or energies where you feel like, when people when you meet somebody and you feel drained, that's not the right energy. Immediately you just want to cut, because Mars is cut and sever. Just cut away your energy cords from them. But don't think about like trying to be like mean back to them, right? Of course. This tribe, you're all very smart. You don't need to be told that, but that's the Mars energy. Mars is very powerful in Scorpio. So just that. Okay. All right, your cards are ready to come out. We have the Eight of Cups. So leaving something behind. Whatever is holding you back, you are being encouraged to leave that behind. And this could be something that you've been trying to achieve for a while, because remember, Eight of Cups is a lot of effort. Okay, we've been trying to build to the Ten of Cups, which is our ultimate happiness. So we start with the first cup, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four Cups, and then we reach to Ten of Cups. But somewhere along the way, more than midway through, you realize it's not really bringing you any happiness, or you just grown into a different person. And when this card comes out, especially as the first card, and again, eight, the number eight is important for you, maybe 888, which is also the number of abundance, maybe your angel number. We're going to be drawing angel number messages at the end, though. Eight is about abundance, and it's also about courage, the strength card as well. So don't be afraid to walk away from something that you just don't resonate with anymore, because you've likely outgrown it, okay? We have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, whoa, that just like popped out. Okay. Definitely ending something. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. And you're going to love what I see next over here. We were just talking about this. Ten of Cups. And then you have the King of Swords. Very powerful energies. So you see how, and this is where the very, very strong feminine energy coming with the Queen of Cups as well. You may be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You don't have to be. But listen to your emotions, listen to your heart, and listen to the pure intentions or pure energy that your heart is desiring. Okay, that's going to be your biggest radar this month. But look at that. When you walk away from something, the Eight of Cups, that doesn't make you happy, it's dropping a big load. Okay, it's the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. You're dropping something that's been like too much, it's been overbearing. You don't see yourself on that path anymore. And when you do, you find that inner spark. Because as you get lighter, right, you start taking flight, you get lighter, listening to your heart. And look at the what you want to see here is how she's holding the cup and she's admiring it, and she's holding a fish. I never saw the fish before, because the fish shows up in the Page of Cups. So that's the golden opportunity, like what her heart desires. She's really nurturing that desire. That's what she's listening to. Well, as she listens to her desire, and why do we get ideas? Why do we get excited about something and get all pumped up? It's because that really resonates with our soul level, okay? And that's what you're being called to do, is like listen to what your soul is calling you to do, even if it's something different than what you were doing before. When you do drop the baggage, that's when you feel light enough to actually go towards the Ten of Cups, right? And it's okay. You can restart your life anytime you want, because you never start from zero. You're always starting from a certain place, because you've gathered so much experience already. You got eight eights, 10 tens. So completions and new beginnings. And tens also talk about excess of an energy. So there was excess of tension and stress that you're now dropping, because the 10 reduces to a 1. So you're going back and starting fresh. And then it leads you also to the 10 of Cups, which is an excess of happiness, excess of fulfillment, feeling fulfilled in our life. And from these places, the heart oriented places is where you set your strategy. And this could also relate to somebody else coming in, but I usually look at the energies as your own. Okay, so how you're getting into this empowering mode of being the King of Swords, like crafting your strategy, like what do you want to do next, what are your terms, living your life on your terms. That's what's coming through. Okay, so as I said, interesting with these two cards, that's a story that's repeating, but you're learning um, what you no longer will tolerate and what you would invite in, because you're listening to your heart. You're going to take no crap from no one. You're no longer going to chase, the collective goals, or let's say something that was put on you a while ago because it was the norm and you're not following the norm. And that's okay. You're setting your own strategy. Okay. So, very, very empowering month for you. Do go for it. Also, get a little lighter. Tap into your emotions, tap into your fun, joy side of life. Okay. You've got the Knight of Wands. It's all about, our spirit being lit up. The wands represent literally the spirit, the fire within. So definitely make time for fun, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So let's see. Let's get some astrology advice for you, Spirit. So, what's the advice? I see Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, not Aries. Wow, maybe some of you Aries. Um, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Those are the strongest that I'm picking up. And of course, with the lady, I get Venus, so it could be Taurus or Libra. Okay, so what's the advice for pile one spirit? How can they harness these energies? We got Neptune, dreams. Okay. Yeah, follow your dreams. I feel your dreams are changing, and that's why you're in a bit of a wobble. It's like, do I go after the new dreams? Well, yes, of course, because you've grown. You've outgrown previous ones. And that's called life. That's called growth. There is no such thing as stagnation, because stagnation is when we stop growing. Okay. So as humans, we are meant to have more dreams. We're meant to think of new creative ideas and go after them. Otherwise, life is really boring. Look at that, Taurus. We got the Venus Taurus. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. And let's get one more. And we'll just talk about the advice. Neptune, Taurus. Neptune is in Pisces right now. Taurus is where all most of the signs or planets are sitting, but they're about to change in June. Interesting. And then we have Uranus, revolution. Okay, so the advice is actually, I was waiting for the Uranus one because I was picking up on that energy when I said any sudden events, any sudden invitations, to parties, to networking events, to a potluck. I don't know. I don't know what invitations come through. That's Uranus. That's the universe trying to shake things up. And Uranus is in Taurus since what, 2018, I believe. It does not do well, or Earth does not do well with Uranus, and that's why we see a lot of these, natural what do you call it, like calamities and stuff across the world or across Earth, because Uranus likes to shake things. Earth likes to stay steady. So this is where just follow your hunches in terms of when you get invitations or when a sudden opening comes through. If you can, go for it, because that's going to help you not stay so stuck in just in your energy where you are. And that's how you're going to also activate your dream energy. Neptune is all about our dreams. It's also about, the divinity and, higher consciousness and meditation and spirituality, of course. And it could be the other way around. The more deeper you go into your meditation and spiritual practices, the faster the switch happens from being very feeling stagnant to like suddenly waking up and doing something completely new. So overall, the advice here for you is enjoy life first of all, because Taurus does like beautiful things, art, beauty, wine, good food, good experiences, just comfort. Okay. So enjoy some fun things, some comfort. Um, Evaluate your dreams in terms of like, are you still on the right dreams? Are you still chasing the right things? Or is it time for a change? And then just say yes. Say yes to anything that seems not your norm that you likely wouldn't do. Just go try it out this month. I think that's the main energy for you. Okay, so pile one, let's get you your angel number and affirmation for the month of June. Do remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and you can email me if you want a personal reading. That is open right now, I think through the summer. Okay, there we go. That just jumped out. You've got 666. It's the number of Venus. And it says, I am centered. That's your affirmation. I am centered. And the message here is a wake up call for you to re examine. I can't. It's just, okay. I thank you, Spirit. I just have to like take a minute sometimes when the messages are so on the nose through all the cards and look at what the first part here says. A wake up call for you to re examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. So, change your direction. And again, does not have to be just thoughts. Let's be clear. It can be either or, it can be literal changing of direction because you are now choosing how you want to live your life. And that's very, very divinely guided. And your affirmation is I am centered. So staying very centered, honoring our emotions, honoring what our soul is telling us, and then building the strategy on what we want to go toward. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile one. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do give me a big thumbs up and comment below how this relates to your situation. With that, I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to your reading. Let's just cleanse the space and get started. And I'm dropping ash over here. Okay, so let's see. You chose the second oracle card that says fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. Like really, I mean, there's like looks like this person is holding someone and it says fall into my arms, but for some reason to me, I mean the way I look at it, and again, I always tell people to like draw their own intuitive messages. This is to me like your higher self holding your inner child, or you holding your inner child and going and nurturing it. That's coming through very strongly. And also, there's a lot of support from the spirit guides and your ancestors. Because look at if you look at all these like white things here, they're like souls. Okay. So I feel like a lot of there's a circle of life. These are all these ancestors that are literally surrounding you right now. If you look closer, they're like figures, right? So surrender to the divine at this time. This is a time of faith. Things are fall into place. You need to let go of something that you've been really holding on to. And with this term here, holding the opposites in the extremes of life, I feel like for some of you, there's going to be a point where you're going to realize that you've been trying to manifest something for too long and finally you just release it because it no longer excites you. And that is okay. So don't be disappointed in that. That's because, whatever that object, that person, the desire, whatever it is, it doesn't match your soul vibration. And the universe wants you to release it. Your spirit guides, your ancestors want you to release it because guess what? Something better is meant to come in. Again, I'm channeling right now, but that's coming through very, very strongly. So, fall into my arms is again your spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, whatever, or your higher self, whatever divine power you believe in. But it's the something that needs to cycle through your life. Okay. Something needs to go and something needs to come in. And it's just like going to feel a lot more joy because you're not going to be struggling to chase that particular goal. Okay. So surrender, just surrender to that piece that's coming through very strongly. So interesting. Also, a lot of support. So you can put it in like the physical as well. So what does that mean? If, again, not just your spirit team, the universe may send you all of a sudden, friends or friends of friends or connections. I don't know, people you meet at the gym. All of a sudden, you'll find that you are coming into people connections that are very beneficial. And it's not in terms of what do you get out of it? It's just like just being happy, just bringing people to you in your life that, can crack a joke that make you laugh. And that's what the purpose is to lift your vibration. So just be open to that this month. I feel really there's an expansion in your circle. So interesting. Okay, and there is your card. Your first oracle card is potential. Look at that, how much potential there is within you. So amazing. This is a growth month. Okay, so just be open to opportunities, to people, but certainly understand that when you let go of something that you've been really kind of, I almost get this feeling because I do this, okay? And there's like no judgment for me. I get very determined about something and I go after it with like a very thick-headed attitude. It's like, nope, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And then I realize, okay, when it's not happening for a long time, I was like, okay, you know what, I got the wrong thing. And when I released it, it's like, oh, there's actually five other ways that we can go in this direction. It doesn't have to be just this one. So the potential, you open up the potential as you release that one direction or one thing that you've been after. Okay. But this potential also means there's a potential of growth in your mindset, in your health, in your body, in your spirituality, and also, as I said, physically into abundance. But also, I feel people is what I'm hearing. Friends coming through. If you've been on a solo journey, those like good connections coming through in this month. Okay. Your second oracle card. Oh, you got two. There's one sticking to the honeybee. Interesting, sticking to the honeybee. What is it? We got the spider. Okay. So honeybee says, let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in the situation. Okay, because honeybees are full of honey. They're super sweet. Let's make space for your extra card. You have Spider. Trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. And again, with the spider, also like always you wanna look up the meaning of the animal spirits that show up. They always show up in our lives for a particular reason with a particular message. So that helps. For me, spider and honeybee both are very hardworking spirits, right? You see the honeybee, the worker bee works around the clock to collect honey, and it's a very collective goal. So honeybees are very, very selfless, right? Um, they just like go for the big cause. And for you, this could be family, friends, or creating your abundance or status in life, whatever that is, but there's a greater good that you may have been working very hard on. And again, same with spiders. Spiders are also very hardworking. They like work overnight at a stretch, and in the morning, you'll see there's a whole new web that's ready for them, right? So both are very, very hardworking energies. So I do want to say, like, take a break. Water is going to be very good for you. Make sure you're not at the edge of burnout, okay? And you will know that best if that fits to you. This is just talking about like, also like the phrase about the creative spark. It's hard to find creative spark when we are drained. Okay. So we have to recharge, we have to take a nap or like take a couple of days and just do random stuff, watch movies, whatever makes you happy and relaxed. You have to detach from the goal in order to find that spark again. Okay. Because this too is giving me a little bit of burnout energy just on the animal spirits that are showing up. But again, the message is let there be compassion, let there be forgiveness. That should be the main thing. And remember, this can be for ourselves. It does not have to be for another person. A lot of times we're very hard on ourselves for not achieving something, for not accomplishing, for not putting in enough, and whatever, not enough, not enough, not enough. We put ourselves on a very difficult standard. So that's like there as well, a message hidden in that. Interesting. Okay. Let's get you. There you go. Friendship. What did we say? I feel people. I feel people coming through. You have Moon in Cancer, which is its natural placement. So, and again, fourth houses are foundations where we feel comfortable, where we're ourselves, and friendship. So definitely, you have people coming in. We're not going to feel forced, okay, because it's a natural rulership. And the moon is Exalted, of course, in Cancer because it's the moon's house. Oh, you got the sun at the bottom. Um, so again, it's not going to feel forced at all. It's just going to flow very naturally. But yeah, be open to friendships, be open to connections that may be coming through your way this month. And then we have the gentleman popping out. Interesting. The previous pile, we had the lady. So I don't know if you're coming from there. But anyway, the messages are very different. But the gentleman popping up is again, this can literally be a male friend, a male colleague, interviewer, boss, whatever, some figure that is coming into your life. But interesting. We still have same elements showing up here with the masculine and the feminine. In the last pile, they were kind of switched. So I'm like just like amazing. Maybe some of you are coming from there. What this is showing me again, this is the time where you will evaluate what makes you feel rewired, relaxed, rejuvenated. This is the feminine sign, and this is the masculine. It's like, okay, when you're ready, go forward, chase your goal, work hard, then know when to like switch between the two. That's a general internal energy message that's coming through. But yeah, with this friendship, it could also be, as I said, for those of you who've been single for a while, there could actually be somebody coming through because he's carrying a rose and it's like the knight. Okay, so a knight, literally a knight. Okay, don't wait for anybody. But just be open to connections is what I'm hearing for you, okay? All right, Spirit, tap me further into pile two's energies. What do they need to know for the month of June? Let's look at tarot. What do they need to know? As I said, the knight, the first card that popped out, the Knight of Swords, okay? Something, someone coming in really rushing through, really fast. Let's get a few more cards. Pile two spirit, pile two. What's this potential? Whoa, whoa, whoa. The cards are just flying out. Okay. So we have the hangman. Oh my goodness. I love this energy. The Knight of Swords and the hangman coming like right after each other or next to each other. Because I was going to say, there's a lot of potential. You need to rest, make space for the new creativity, but don't rush after it. Something could rush in, like an opportunity could come in. You may want to like think it through as what's coming through before you take it. Like if it's a big opportunity, like a job change or something like that. Um, but this could also mean that something that's been in limbo for a long time suddenly presents itself. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. We've got the Seven of Swords. You're being very careful. You're used to being very careful. Okay. Because this is like, I would say, a mechanism we develop in life when we know things are not going our way and they've been like that for a long time and we've been working very hard at something, we naturally become very cautious. Okay, so you're giving off a little bit of a cautious energy, maybe leading to like sleepless nights. Okay, Night of Sword, excuse me, night nine. Okay, I'm talking a lot. You have the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords over here, right? So there's a lot of sword energy. I want to get one more. Um, and it's saying it's like you're up in your head a lot. That's where it is. You're overthinking, you're over strategizing. You may be a little impatient. Yes, I know. I'm saying the word impatience because I do see the hangman and the knight of swords together, right? You want to move forward. You want to get there. And you're tired of like things not going your way and it's almost like putting yourself in an analysis paralysis. Hey, is this actually going to happen? So come back to the center, listen to your heart. You need to just like stay a little bit more centered. I want to get one more card. It's just not coming. Yeah, see, it's like you're in this phase of feeling unsupported, but you're not. The universe is trying to bring in people into your life. You got to be open to it. Again, the fourth house showing up here. We have it twice, 4-4. You will come into a time of celebration. Okay, this talks about celebration, and it's also my 1111 card. It talks about you're finally learning to line up with what your soul is trying to tell you. There could also be a wedding or like a, with the masculine showing up here. This literally could be a person coming in who could be your long-term partner. Take it if it fits. But what this is showing me is like Currently, there needs to be a little bit more surrendering. Again, look at that. You have the keyword over here, surrender, and you have the surrender major arcana with the hangman showing up. So loosen your grip a little bit. You're being way too careful and you're trying to calculate your next steps and the, plan A, plan B, plan C. You're like a massive planner. Okay. Um, Virgos, Capricorns in the house that I'm picking up on. So let go of the strategy part for a little bit. Hang loose, nourish yourself, nurture yourself, and just trust that the universe is going to bring you people and opportunities because you have so much potential here. But I think you need meditation, you need some time with water, you need to stop working so hard. That came through right away. That you need to take a break and also not judge yourself for like being a little cautious or judge yourself for not getting there faster or whatever standards or measuring your own KPIs that you've put on yourself. You need to let those go and just like be easy on yourself. That's the biggest thing that's coming through. Okay, nurture yourself. That's very important for you at this time. And stop feeling this way that people are out to get you or the universe is out to get you because you're not getting that opportunity. Well, it's because, as I said, I do this myself. I can be very, very, and I'm using that term for me, I can be very pig-headed about my goals. And then finally I just like burn out. I'm like, fine, give it up. I don't care anymore. And then literally when I do that is when something else sparks my interest. And I'm like, oh, okay. How about that one? Maybe I should be doing X versus Y. So it really like revs up my energy. And that's the message that Spirit wants me to share from a personal experience as well. So don't be so hard on yourself. Okay. That's a big one for you. Let's see what advice we have. We're going to draw some astrology elements. So, Spirit, what's the advice for pile two? Yeah, for me, like holding the opposites is again something that's been draining your energy. It's not meant for you. I know it sucks to hear that. Um, Trust me, I totally know. But yeah, just loosen your grip a little bit is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get two more. Okay, I told you meditation. We're getting the 12th house. Let's see what we have here. We have the sun. The sun has showed up twice. So try to come out here with the Lenormand. And then I'm going to draw one more and I'll show you all three. Yeah, the sun is coming out and we have Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. Very clear. So you have the sun, the 12th house, and Sagittarius in your advice and what spirit wants to advise, right? So again, tap into what you need to do in order to find that creative spark. Okay. The keywords here are essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, the masculine, or also inner child. Oh, inner child has come up again. Yeah, and with the 12th house, do you see the keyword? I can't make this up. Surrender. So there is something subconsciously happening. And this can be like a lifetime of working hard, as I said, right? Like a lifetime of being conditioned that we have to work hard to become successful. Or something like, money is bad or successful people are bad. We often carry those within us without knowing, and that's why it's a subconscious, and they're there to keep us safe. But when we hit a certain time or phase in our life, we started evaluating and saying, like, no, that doesn't really make any sense. Like, why would that be so? Like, why do successful people have to be bad? I mean, I'm a good person. Do I not get to be successful? Like, no, they don't, they're not opposite. So something in you is switching and you're being called to like meditate on it, contemplate on it, and see what brings you joy. And I'm just using like work as an example. If being successful, if you're starting your own business, or if, working in a certain sector that others think is like, oh, it's all full of like, bad people. I don't know, that's something you're looking at and saying, no, I don't agree. I have a different viewpoint. And that's what's happening here with you rewiring your subconscious. But it starts with surrendering and saying, like, okay, what I'm doing is not working. So what's off? Where am I off? What is my calibration need? How does it need to change? And that's what it's saying. Listen to your inner child, listen to your spirit, listen to what your heartbeat is calling you to do, and believe that yes, you have the power to do it. And then challenge your own subconscious through meditation, through yoga, through whatever trance states, like you like to dance to go in a trance, anything like that will spiritually like shake things up for you. And then you'll realize you've got two fire signs here. The sun, which represents Leo, rules Leo, and then you have Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. So this is the creative part. The spider was saying the creative spark, enthusiasm, philosophical, independent, generous, seeking, happy-go-lucky. So when you get lighter, when you let go of something, when you change your perspective is when you really truly expand, because Jupiter is all about expansion. Okay. Um, and just see Jupiter currently is in Taurus, has entered Taurus and will be there for a year. So just drop in comment what house Taurus is for you, because that'll be your indicator of where there's going to be a lot of expansion over the next year. Okay. But this is like expand your mentality, your philosophy, how you think, what you seek, how you seek, become more adventurous and creative. And stop being so in your head and in this energy, okay? There's like major 12th house energies that are coming through over here for you. And then you'll see like how amazing and how much potential there is to grow from that. All right, pile two. Let's get you your angel message, angel number affirmation and message for the month of June. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. Every click helps the channel grow. I would deeply appreciate it. So here we go, pile two. Spirit puts their angel number for the month of June. This card just literally stuck in my hand. We've got 555. Your affirmation is I am optimistic. Look at that. That is the number of change. Things are changing. You need to surrender to this fact, okay, and let it happen. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. Yes, I love it. I love it. That's what we've been talking about. So I hope you really take the messages and they resonate. If they do, give me a thumbs up. Share it with a friend or two to see if they can help them some healing with some healing messages as well. But I wish you a fabulous month and I wish you to be part of this community. So do subscribe and comment below how this resonates. Okay. If you need a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. Again, thank you for being here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We're going to look into the energies for the month of June for you, just cleansing your space from the previous pile. And we get right into it. Okay, so you chose the third oracle card. Beautiful. It says dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Um, I love it. I'm getting the image of like, because they look like they're doing some sort of like a ballet. I'm not wrong. It's like, okay, what if like a hip hop person tries freestyle or ballet for the first time? Maybe you'll love watching like, what was the show back in the day? Dancing with the, not the Dancing with the Stars. So you think you can dance. Something like that, okay? Something that you used to do or follow or watch before. It's trying to come back into your energy field because it's like a time. June might be like a time for you to rejuvenate and do something that you've been meaning to do. Maybe go to a winery. I don't know. Something to do with arts and wine and festivals and the warmth, the sun. Maybe some of you are signing up for a dance class or music, art, yoga, fitness, something like that, just to switch your energy, just doing something different. And I think this will go really well for you. I mean, there's a lot of celebration that's coming through. June is going to be a happy month for you. Um, and it's not like something external is going to happen. Okay. I always tell everybody that tarot, astrology, any divination tools, they just show us the energy, but it's about like what action do we take with that energy? Or do we invite that energy in or not? Free will is the master here, right? So if you get the chance, do it. Do something different this month. Go for um like maybe there's like a Groupon for some class, right? Maybe who knows? It could be kickboxing, and you never tried kickboxing, but all of a sudden you see like a one of those Groupon ads that is like 80% off for the first class. Come give it a try. Go do it if you're called to. Okay, so something creative, something different than your norm that you normally don't do is coming through, is available to you, and it's all about, it's going to help you reset your energy and find your inner spark that's coming through over here. Okay. All right. So let's see pile three. Let's draw your oracle cards and see what the month of June holds for you. Spirit, tap me further into pile three's energy. What do they need to know for the month of June? What do they need to know for the month of June? A beautiful pile three. There's like two that came out. Okay, as the piles go on, somehow certain decks like just want to give me more cards, but we'll honor them. We've got Gateway. I was gonna say because I kept looking at it, I didn't call it, so I can't say it. I kept looking at the gateway over here with the beautiful pillars, it's like gold, integrate gold and integrate. Secret. Oh my God, I can't speak. Bold, and it was like some sort of like celebratory gateway, right? It's opening up to you, for you, and then we get the gateway card, but I can't say it because I didn't call it. But I see the similarities right away. There is a certain gateway opening up for you, and you're the unicorn. Okay, you are magic. You gotta believe it. And sometimes, when things have been heavier, we kind of lose sight of that, and we keep waiting for external elements, as I said, because that thing is coming up for you, pile three. It's like you're waiting for something to appear, you're waiting for something to change and some magic to happen, but all along the magic is within you. All you got to do is like just flip the switch and find it. It is within you. So you're coming to a realization, and one day it could be like something like, when we have that breakthrough moment. It can be something like we're pretty much at the threshold, but either we give up or we give in, and something in us shifts, and we realize, well, you know what? If this is not happening, I'm going to go and do something else, and I'm going to do it on my terms. That's when you tap into your magic because you are the unicorn. So some sort of gateway is open to you. And then we have security. It's interesting because this one is showing me a cave, right? And there's like these cave drawings with the mammoth over here. And I see, it's hard to see. There's like a man that's riding a horse. So again, take intuitive messages from cards as well and what you get. There you go. Oh, if I do it this way, you see a lot more on the cave walls, right? And this is reminding me. So family, security, because it's a cave, it's giving me the fourth house energy. Like, where does your security lie? You may be reconnecting with family. You may be thinking about moving homes, building your own home, moving into your own place if you've been living with family, something like that. Because whatever it is, it's got to do with your fourth house, your foundations, your foundations in terms of even your philosophies and what's going on. So whatever house is at the bottom of your chart, the fourth house in your natal chart, that's being activated at this time. And this is universe just telling you that, go forward with what your heart calls you because you're safe and you're protected. The cave is a protection. Um, wow. Okay, I will say it. Some of you are Disney fans. I was literally watching, what was it, last week, the movie Crudes. And this is really reminding me of the super protective dad. What was his name? Grug. Who, when he's separated from his family, he draws uh, these paintings on the cave. And again, not even when he's separated with his family, also he draws those stories. Uh, he has quite a dramatic flair, but especially when towards the end, when he's got his family to security and he's separated from them for a little bit, he starts drawing these cave paintings. So it's also like capturing special moments, but it's like feeling whole and secure. So something to do with family, maybe, ooh, for some of you, this could be pregnancy. This could really be pregnancy with all the feminine and gateway energy, because gateway is also the portal, the divine feminine, our our portal of giving birth. So that could be happening, but for those of you who have that as a goal, right? That could be coming through with this. But yeah, you're secure, you're safe, you are very much protected this month. But you may be thinking about literally a residence, a home, a family, connections, people you've lost touch with, or people coming back into your life that have not been there for a while. Just be open to it, okay? Something different than your norm is happening or is available to you. Okay, let's get your other oracle cards. Let's get your spirit animal message here. Pile three spirit. I already see like elephants and horses and a unicorn, and now you have the boar. So let's see what the message says over here. Uh, Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Interesting. For it says pig. It's a wild pig, of course. Are some of you coming from pile two? Because I kept using this term over here about myself, again, about myself, how I can be sometimes pig-headed about my goals, and then I have to learn to surrender and let go. But here it's the opposite. It's almost like spirit advising you to become like that, to stay determined, to stay the course, and know that, as I said over here, because you are the magic. So not wait for some external event to happen, but actually take this into your own hands and make it happen. Because it says, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. It's like when the boar goes after something, it just like rams into it, right? So that's what Spirit is saying over here. You have the power to initiate this change, or whatever this thing may be in your life, even if it's like family issues, you'll be able to solve through them. But it starts with you, as within, so without. And yes, once you do that, that naturally is going to switch up your energy as well. So take it as it fits, but for others, this is all about being confident that trust that you're magic, trust you're powerful, and you can create your own gateways and walk through them. Look at that. We got Jupiter in Aquarius. Just as I said, you're unique, you're the unicorn. This is the 11th house. Aquarius is all about being very different. It's about individuality within a larger collective. And you have, oops, sorry, my deck was kind of slipping away from me. Just a sec. You have Jupiter here. So there's expansion. You are starting something new. You're creating your own opportunities. There's innovation and expansion. And of course, 11, 11, 11, my channel. It's all about lining up with our true north. Something is inspiring you, go for it, because this is like a sign from the universe, your soul, your spirit trying to tell you, yeah, you're on the right path, right gateway, walk through it. And Jupiter is the great benefic. It's the planet of expansion, luck, positivity. It's the planet of blessing. So you may also want to watch my previous video on Jupiter in Taurus for the next year and what blessings it may be bringing you. But you can check what house Taurus is for you in your natal chart. And that's where Jupiter is for the next whole year. So it's going to bring a lot of blessings. But this is a time of expansion. Do something unique. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. Because guess what? We're not robots. We're not clones. We're not produced from a factory. We're all unique for a reason. Otherwise, what's the point? So do something unique, whatever is unique to you. Let's get your final oracle. Pile three. You have the ring. Ooh, you're committing to something interesting. And committing, maybe even if it's like committing to something unusual, committing to the uniqueness that is you. Committing to a time. In the bottom deck we have the stars. Okay, so wishes coming true. Again, you have the star, you have the unicorn, you have dance with life, this gateway opening up, you have security and innovation and confidence and commitment. Wishes coming true. Something is being unlocked for you, but it's almost like for you, I keep getting that it's starting because you're believing yourself, because you're trusting yourself on this journey. This could be a new phase of life. And with the ring, like again, of course, literally, it could be engagement, it could be committing to a relationship, committing to a lifestyle, this could be a new job. Essentially, the ring represents a long term thing. Okay. So something that's going to stay in your life for a while. It is about commitment and contracts. It's interesting because Jupiter also rules contracts. So this is a long term contract that you are contemplating or being open to this month. Okay. All right, pile three. Let's see what tarot has to say. Spirit, tap me further into pile three's energy. What do they need to know for the month of June? We have first card out, Page of Swords. Okay. What do they need to know? Queen of Pentacles. We have, oops, that's too many cards flipping over. Hold on. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. Oops. We have the Two of Wands. Keep saying oops, but the cards are just like flying for you. And we have the Lovers. And last but not least, we got the Queen of Wands. Oh, excuse me, Queen of Swords that popped out here. Okay. Lovely, lovely energies. So, as I said, there is new, okay, Page of Swords is about learning something new. I think some of you are definitely go for a Groupon deal that keeps coming up, and I'm not even like on Groupon. I don't know. I did that. I know why it's so top of mind for me. It's because a few weeks ago I did try a different yoga studio because they had a Groupon deal, and I don't even like. I'm not even on Groupon. A friend of a friend just sent it to me because, long story short, here's a change. I do yoga quite regularly, but I never do it on my own. I need a class. It's just I need like someone standing in front of me telling me what to do. Pretty good at that. So that studio closed after, being in business for 10 years. And it was a time where I was quite rattled because I need someone to tell me what to do in yoga. I just need a teacher. And that's how the whole story came. And then a group of friends from that place found this deal and sent it on. I was like, oh, I did not even know the studio that I got the deal for. I've been looking at them literally 3 years ago before COVID. They had closed down temporarily. And then the universe brought me back to that same studio again. Something maybe happening like that where you were thinking about something, didn't happen, you let it go, when you least expect it, the universe brings it back to you and it feels really fresh. So that could be a story for some of you. For others of you, there is something new opening up. You're going to feel like, oh, is this going to work for me? Am I going to like it? Like that dance class, right? That starts with Dance with Life. Something like that is happening. And, if you feel yourself excited about it, you should definitely give it a go. Queen of Pentacles is, again, she's the CFO of the house, again, not gender specific, but she runs a nice household. She earns the dough. She makes the dough and she takes care of herself and her family. The main thing about the Queen of Pentacles is that she also takes care of herself. Okay. She's not um, a very, let's say, I don't think any of the queens are like that, but you know how sometimes we get in the energy of just giving, giving, giving and not taking care of herself. That's not the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very generous. She gives a lot, but she also gives to herself. She fills her own cup. She takes care of herself, and that's how she creates all this abundance and it keeps on growing. So if it's something that makes you happy or makes you feel excited, go for it. Don't hold yourself back. That's important. And again, um, here, although there are two people and this person is like cutting the girl's sash, which is actually just literally looks like tissue. A lot of times what comes through is like, no, sometimes we just have our eyes closed and we hold ourselves back. So this month, if you can, or whenever you see this reading, if you can, try to be tap into your confidence and say, no, I am the magic and I'm going to unblock myself. Why am I holding myself? Talk to your ego, talk to your fears. Like, okay, fear, I hear you're here. Ego, I know you're here to protect me, but I want to grow and I'm open to growth. So I need you to take a back seat and let my intuition take over. And literally just doing that little exercise will help you break out of a norm, of a pattern that you've been doing and help you expand because the Two of Wands is expansion. Look at the contrast here. Going from holding ourselves back, feeling trapped, to complete expansion where we have options. Like we're trying to figure out, oh, where in the world am I going to go? Right? And in this deck, it's interesting. It's two people, and you had the ring show up as well. And the right next one to it, we have the lovers. So you may be making a choice. This may be a time to make a choice. Whatever helps you expand. So one thing that's coming through because the Eight of Swords is under this card of security, and again, this is home, family, your own home, security. For those of you who get an opportunity to travel, because travel is here, and you have Jupiter. Jupiter is the sign of travel and expansion. Do it. Do something different. Don't stay in the security of your home. This is the opportunity for you to expand. And again, it's your choice, as I said. Like I always tell people, it's a free will. It's your free will that'll make this happen. But I cannot ignore the fact that we have the two people here in Two of Wands. We have here in the Lovers, and then we have the Ring. So maybe you may choose somebody that may not be your normal type, right? And what is a normal type? Whatever we're conditioned to believe, whatever personality, or I don't know, looks, whatever we've dated in the past. Now it's time to switch it up if that applies to you, because you are in the driver's seat. Like you have the choice, the ultimate choice to choose which direction you want to go. And literally like cutting out people who don't resonate with how you want to live your life. That's what's happening over here because there's a fresh energy here. There's a lot of fresh with the page starting off your cards here. Definitely there's something new. You have the pages, you go from the Page of Swords to being the Queen of Swords. You see the progression, you see the succession over here. Like you start out thinking, oh, you've never done it. How are you going to do it? Are you going to be able to like enjoy it? And look at that. You come out right on top being the queen, the strategy queen. Also, again, all queens are compassionate because they're the divine feminine. They are the cups energy, the earth energy. And this queen is like, very sure about what she wants in her life, but also what she doesn't. And that's why she's holding the sword. But in this card, you'll see the butterfly is resting on the sword. The queen is not going to sway or swing her sword until such time that the butterfly has taken off because she is still compassionate, right? So calling the shots, living our life on our terms, but to the point or while or at the same time, not actually hurting anybody else, right? Because we're compassionate. We are courageous, but also compassionate. We also have patience. So choosing compassion and living our life on our own terms is what's coming through for you. Really big energy for you guys. I mean, you're going through some massive expansion this month. Amazing. This is so empowering just to do this for you. Okay, so let's see what's the advice. Okay, I will take this one because you were just talking about it, but I'm going to put the other cards back. Sagittarius, the Voyager, coming right on this expansion energy. Again, Jupiter, we talked about here, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and then we have the Two of Wands. So, Voyager, definitely travel and travel in the sense of travel to a different experience. That is also traveling because our spirit is traveling and moving us from where we are to change our energy. So this is like changing our philosophy, opening up, being more enthusiastic, changing our thought patterns, changing our subconscious beliefs. That's coming through and choosing something adventurous, choosing to be the voyager. Interesting because we have the horse here too. Horse and the unicorn, and there were horses over here. Horses are all about freedom, expression, running wild. Okay, what is your wild side? Express it. That's what's coming through. And we have express, I said express it. We have moon, feelings coming through. So your instincts, follow your instincts. The queen the queens or the feminines, and then the ring showing up on a feminine figure as well, is all about tapping into our divine feminine. Okay, listen to your feelings, your gut reactions, home, family, and also like identify where these feelings are more of a conditioned behavior pattern, and then question it and say, okay, I'm going to change that mindset. Where did that come from? Where did the belief system come from? Um, okay. And let's get you one more. Spirit. Wow. Wow. We have the sun. So we have the sun and the moon and Sagittarius. So two fire elements over here. So tap into your inner fire. Again, we had the fire in the cave. There's something deep, desires burning within you. This is also about creativity. This is about literally living. It says being, sun, being, human being. So honor your creative spark, your desires, where you want to grow, how you want to express yourselves. Again, there's a lot of expression. Sun, moon. This could be like literally somebody, sun, moon, and rising right here. Could be Sagittarius. Um, but this is a time of expansion with the time to come out and shine. And by the way, June, at least here, in the Northern Hemisphere, is the summertime, right? So come out and shine, enjoy the moonlight, take walks in the moonlight, and travel if you can. Again, it's not just about international or whatever, traveling to a different state. It's about traveling to a different state of being, because your main card is like how to shift your energy, change your energy up. So you could even be going to, I don't know, like a Broadway show or an opera or something that you've never done before. There's something that's expanding for you. And this could really open up your creativity quite a bit with this innovation and Aquarius card over here. And this could open up a completely new way of life for you. Okay, so be adventurous this month. Be open to opportunities that come your way, invitations, deals. I don't know. Just go for it. Okay. Um, oh, that came out really fast. So let's look at your angel number. Please do remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, share if you feel this could bring some messages to a friend. Every click helps the channel grow, so I really appreciate it. And you have the number 7 with the affirmation, I am brilliant. So you may be seeing sevens this month, and this says, you possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge in both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. You are brilliant. Look at that. So definitely the Queen of Swords over here, and the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles all in one with the moon and the sun and the Sagittarius. So by the way, Sagittarius is also the spiritual sign. It's like it's our ninth house, so you may be actually also going through a spiritual journey. We're trying to deepen your spiritual practice, but definitely you are somebody who's able to take your intellectual side and merge it with your spiritual side, literally the sun, your external expression with your internal expression, with the moon being your home, and then expanding in that area. So really powerful month. Go do it. Be confident. Live your life. Switch it up. Change it up. Whatever you're called to do. Okay. That's what I have for you, pile 3. I hope this helped you. Do comment below how this resonates to your situation. I would love to hear from you. And with that, I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.